Namaskar. We are having a glimpse of Gita and Dnyaneshwari, 7th chapter, 20th verse. 7वा अध्याय, 20वा श्लोक. कामस्तेस्तैर ऋतज्ञानः प्रपद्यन्त्यन्य देवतः तं तं नियममास्थाय प्रकृत्या नियतः स्वया. It means we build up our character in the family where various kinds of attributes are there. Now, if we happen to live in such a family that they pray uh, to get something, they pray certain God. To pray something else, they pray something other God. Okay, so and they follow all each steps and everything. So that their this wish get fulfills, so that their other wish get fulfilled, they follow other God, and all those things are there. Then what happens? That you get entangled into such things that to achieve this you pray this God, to achieve this you pray this God, and then it is so engrossing that many times you get flown into that. So for example, that if you want to fulfill a wish of getting, you just pass the exam, you pray this God. To earn money, you pray this God. To become millionaire, you pray this God. To become powerful person, you pray this God, and something like that. So what happens that you get involved and engrossed into that, and you lose your life, and again you fall into the cycle of punarapi janam punarapi maranam 8 point punarapi janam punarapi maranam 8.4 million births. Okay, 84 lakh births. That is what Shri Krishna is saying. यो यो याम याम तनुम भक्तः श्रद्धार्चितुम इच्छति तस्य तस्याचलाम श्रद्धां तामेव विदधाम्यहम्. Now, those people who offers me prayer, the way they offer, the way I give them fruits of that. If you offer me prayers with following all the norms and regulations, for example, I'll give the result of that you will pass the exam, for example. You do like this, you'll earn the money, you'll get this. Something like, you want power, you pray like this, you'll get the power. Something like that. Okay. So, yo yo yayam tanum bhaktya shraddhyachatum ichchati tasya tasyachalam shraddham tame vidadhamyam. So, they keep all the shraddha, they pray with all their might, they become so much devoted to that God. But at the end of the day, he becomes, stable with that God, and he earns some kind of fruit of that. But that goes waste. Remember, that is what he is warning Shri Krishna. Sataya shraddhya yuktastasya radhamiyate labhate cha tatha kaman mayav mihitan hitan. Okay, so what happens? Now he offers prayers to that God, and he gets the wish fulfilled. Okay, that particular God get fulfilled the particular wish. It happens, but he may get entangled into the cycle of birth again. So you have to be very careful what he says later. Antavat tu phalam tesham tad bhavatyalpamedasam devan devajayo yanti madbhakta yanti mamapi. But you see, once you get flown into this, once you get entangled into all this mirage and ideas, and those who are entangling you into this birth and dying cycle and living cycle, and the way you devote becomes a problem for you. Unless you overcome that, you cannot, become a real and true devotee. So those devotees who have overcome all these obstacles of Vishesh, and we saw Shadripu Dharma, all Shadripu we saw yesterday, that 6 kind of enemies are there. So those who overcome all these things, lust and desire and all those things, hate, desire, lust and all those things, then they start praying me, the true God, and they become true devotee. And those true devotee expect only me, like a child expects mother, like the calf expects only cow. Yesterday we saw the examples. like that. They become true devotee, they become yogi, the bhakta. You cannot separate me from my devotees at that time. They have become one with me. And whatever they do, that becomes a puja 24/7. So this is the real bhakti. That is what God is saying. What is their real capital? Their capital is me. Capital is me. And they can see God everywhere. That is a real socialism. Not the capitalist and socialism, what people talk in politics and around the world. It is not true. Real capital is God, becoming one with the God. Real socialism is seeing God with equality and equanimity in each and every entity. Okay, let's go ahead. Now what Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is saying. आणि फळाची हवा हृदयी कामाल जाला रिगावा किम तयाची घसणी दिवा ज्ञानाचा गेला. Now once you have the lust and wish to achieve something, your whole body, mind and soul goes behind that, and then you lose your consciousness. You forget, who am I? Something like that he said. ऐसे उभयता अंधारी पडले म्हणून पासीची माते चुकले मग सर्व भाय अनुसरले देवतांतरा. You know there is inside and outside, there is a darkness in your life at that time, and then you are going behind that wish and you try to achieve that wish and you forget the real devotion. You try to pray that God to fulfill your desire. आधीच प्रकृतीचे पाईक वरी भोगा लागे तव रंक मग तेणे लोलुपे कौतुक कैसे भजती. So it is not you, it is that wish, it is that lust that you are trying to devote your life. Okay, and so your that lust and desire might get fulfilled by that God, but you have to be alert. Always remain alert. He is cautioning us. कवणित नियम बुद्धि कैसिया हन उपचार समृद्धि काम अर्पण तयावी तथा यथाविधि विहित करणे. Now you are following all the rules and regulations. You are bringing all the material that is required to perform the yajna, the sadhana and whatever you are doing so as to fulfill your wish. Upchar paddhati. You are offering, into the yajna and all those things. And you are doing all the vihit karma, whatever is required to fulfill your desire. But is it good or bad? Try to understand. पैजो जिये देवतांतरी भजावयाची चाड करी त्याची जे चाडपुरी पुरविता मी. Now you are trying to fulfill your desire by performing this step, this step, this step, this step, this step, this step and this step. So you will get the desired goal. Okay, but is it good or bad? Because ultimately that God is also me. That is what Shri Krishna is saying. देवो देवी मीची पायी हाय निश्चय त्यासी नाही भावते ते ठाई वेगळाला भरी. In each and every God and goddesses, I am only there. He doesn't understand who is performing he is offering devotion, performing the puja and penance of that God. He doesn't understand our goddess, that devotee. He is performing sadhana of me only, because he is only behind that wish, fulfilling wish only. Okay, so that's what I mean. So somebody asked the question that shouldn't we learn on the degree on the money and all those things? It is okay, but for what purpose you are doing? That is also important. Try to understand this. Become devoted to God with all ethics and values on the degree, whatever you want to learn. Earn the money, the money comes only positive way, whatever business you are doing. Okay, and real capital is God, and real socialism is seeing God in everything. So don't go behind, become red or you are dead, or it is better to be dead than red and all those things. Go beyond that. Simple. I have to use these words because fightings are going on around the world. Okay. पै जो जिये देवतांपुरी भजाची चाड करी त्याची जे चाडपुरी पुरविता मी. I am the only person behind all the gods who fulfill your desire, because you are followed this path. That is why that way you are getting the fulfilling your wishes and desire. देवी देवी मीची पाय हाही निश्चय त्यासीने भावते ते ठाई वेगळा आला तरी. So in each God and Goddess, I'm only there. So try to understand this. Again he is saying. मग श्रद्धायुक्त तेथींचे आराधन जे उचित ते सिद्धीवरी समस्त वर्तो लागे. Just remember that with full devotion you are performing your penance and you are getting your desires fulfilled. But try to understand what is behind that, what is your motive behind that. Because today you are asking for $1 million, tomorrow you'll ask $100 million. This lust has no end. He is just warning us. ऐसे जेणे जे भाविजे ते फळ तेणे पाविजे परी तेही सकळ निपजे मजची स्तव. Now this is the way lot of people perform this sadhana and penance and they get the fruits of that. But at the end of the day, they should try to come to me. Then only they will become true devotee. Otherwise, I shall fulfill their desire and through the certain God that you are praying. But if you understand this, it's okay. If you don't understand, then you are not performing your sadhana well. That's what he is warning. परिते भक्त माते निळती जे कल्पने बाहेर न निघती म्हणून एक कल्पित फळ पावती अंतवंत. At the end of the day, this world is mirage. Everything is going to change and everything is going to die. In fact, straight away he is saying. You see, this Dnyaneshwari is written suppose in the year some 1200, means today is 2000 something. So 800, 900 years ago this was written. The language has changed within just 1000 years, for example. Whatever I'm speaking after 1000 years, somebody will have to translate those things. I don't know whether it will be living or not till that day. One more thing I just told in Hindi and in Marathi. After maybe 12 million or to 120 million years later, 24 hours day will become 25 years, 25 hours day, in fact, on Mother Earth. So by that time maybe this video will not be there. So परिते भक्त माते निळती जे कल्पने बाहेर न निघती. So this is what you are idealizing, ideal and idols. You are trying to become icon, trying to become a living legend by becoming this or that. I am millionaire, I am powerful person, I am this and I am that. So it is only your kalpana, means it's your wish as well as your thoughts and whatever thought process you have. So you try to perform certain kind of sadhana, you fulfill your wishes. But at the end of the day, this is going to change and that will not be even enough. You have to go beyond that. So going beyond the wishes, going beyond your whatever ideas are, becoming yogi, becoming bhakti, and going beyond that is also very important. Just try to understand is what Gyaneshwari Maharaj is saying. किंबहुना ऐसे जे भजन ते संसाराचे निश्चित संसाराचे ची साधन येर फळभोग तो स्वप्न नाव भरी दिसे. Whatever you are eating a rasgulla or ice cream for temporary. Okay, you eat once or twice or whatever maybe. Don't get lusty for that eating 100 ice cream. Then you cannot speak. It has happened. Somebody ate 10 ice cream. 2-3 days that child couldn't speak. Like that. I mean, that should not happen with you for a bhogato swapna, because those desires are pushing you inside that kalpana life. I mean, living in a mirage. Try to come out of that mirage. See the world as it is. See the real world. Don't get involved with RWL, real world, or dreamy world or something like that. But at the end of the day, he is also saying that Swananda Bodhapatan, Ram Rajya, Ananda Bhuvan can be created only if people keep their greed away and live the needful life. Very important things he is saying. Now bhari dise. Otherwise, We may get involved into this perishable world and perishing things at all the times, and we may live a life, perishing life only, and again get entangled into 8.4 million births. पुनरपि जननम पुनरपि मरणम. हे असो परवते मग हो का आवडेते परी यजी तो देवतांते तो देवत्वासीची आहे. Now, okay, just leave all these things aside. Now, Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is saying, there are some people who like only God. They want to become yogi, bhakta, and go beyond that and come to me only. So they become one with me. Devatvas, Devatante Devatas, they become one with me. There is no difference between Shri Krishna and Dnyaneshwari Maharaj. And if you are praying like that, there cannot be any difference between us and Dnyaneshwari Maharaj and Shri Krishna. If our devotion becomes like that, it is given over here. येर तनुमनु प्राणी जे निरंतर माझे याची वाहणी ते देहाचा निर्वाणी मीची होती. It means Tanu means body, man means mind. With mind, body, whole and soul, we devote everything to God 24/7. Then Nirvani means He is already dead, He has become one with me, and I am living His life. And Michud, He has become one with me. That's the life we can live, we can achieve, and we can create a very beautiful world over here. Heaven on earth we can create. We can create Swananda Bodha pattern, Anandavan Bhuvan. We can achieve sustainable development goals. Utopian concept can be a reality. Ram Rajya can be a reality. First, you have to create it inside yourself. Then only outside it is possible. Because we think we are a body. That's why. So it's possible. He is saying that if you pray me, I shall pray you. You become yogi, bhakta, you get devoted to me. And 24/7 we remain one and the same thing, whether body is there or body is not there. So that's how we should offer our prayers, and that's how we have to live a life. Okay, that is the message over here, and let us try to live and fulfill the wishes of God for this purpose. Okay, let us live a Paramarthik life 24/7, becoming yogi, bhakta. 24/7 work is worship. Let us try to live such a life as suggested by Dnyaneshwari Maharaj, Samartha Ramdas, Shri Krishna, and all the saints and sadhus. Thank you very much.